Welcome to the SoBet Scoop, episode 114. I, of course, am your host, Gutsy Picks Cash, and to my right, some of my favorite people in the world. First of all, Cooper Lycan, great catch a hat. How we doing today?
Doing great. Had a great day. I've spent a lot of time thinking about the game tonight. I called you earlier. I think I called you about 11 a.m. In between work, in between calls, in between all my responsibilities, shipping packages with Bryce, merch packages. Yeah. We got into the warehouse. We shipped some. Got down, met the employees, shook some hands. Said, hey, this is what you do on a daily basis. Then I called up Gutsy. I said, who you got on the game tonight? In between, just doing it.
Average stuff.
CEO stuff.
Just another day. Just another day for Mr. Lycan.
Mr. Lock.
Business things.
Mr. Lycan's doing good. Forget how I feel. This day is about you. This game tonight, I'm going to say this right now before we start talking about it. If the Dolphins lose this game tonight, Josh Allen is forever your daddy. Your daddy.
I could also spin.
And the father is Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's dad.
Shocker.
I could spin zone this so fast. I don't want to do it.
Are we going to do a who's the father bit?
No, we can't do that.
Shout out everybody, all the boys rolling in. Shout out Tour Junkies
in here.
CJ, what's good?
Don't worry. We packaged one up for you today. It's in the mail tomorrow. Like I said, I got in the warehouse. I met the employees, shook the hands, helped them pack some boxes. It'll be in the mail tomorrow.
And then you'll get it by
Monday-ish.
2-day ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not upgrading the shipping by any means.
No.
But
I might for you. Bryce, upgrade the shipping.
All right, TJ, now he's lying. TJ, now he's lying. Now he's lying. Straight up lying to you.
Okay, Bryce will upgrade the shipping. Now, so this day is about me.
No, it
is. This day is my day. We talked to Pick'em Petey earlier. Shout out Pick'em Petey.
Great guy.
He threw out this tweet that it didn't get as much love as it should have.
How many impressions did it do? It actually did.
It did over 4,000. That's the issue. But it only got 110 likes, right? And for anyone who doesn't know out there, Pick'em Petey, our guy on SoBet. If you're not on SoBet, go join us. So you know what the hell's going on, and you can make money with us all. Pick'em Petey put out a tweet that said, for every like, I'll put $1 on the Buffalo Bills. I believe it was team total over, right? Is that what it was? I don't think it was the side. I think it was just team total over. And after a couple of days, like I said, I think it's at 4.5 right now. I had to retweet it again today, and I'm like, look, people, we have to go. Let's make this man burn money.
How many likes did you get it to?
I'm not sure. I haven't rechecked since a couple hours ago. I'm sure
it was.
I'm sure we get an update on that.
It was 110.
And this is his direct ability to rally troops. So how many likes did he get it up to? Okay.
There you go.
He's got a little army. He's got a company behind.
119 likes.
Good stuff.
5.4K views.
All right.
How many?
5.4.
Guts' ability to rally men.
Sorry. We're
inspiration by Guts.
That's a large village.
Screw the Finns. Josh Allen 6-0 on Thursday Night Football. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I appreciate it.
We're about to put stakes in the ground.
And that's exactly what we're about to do. We just had to get that out of the way. Now, again, tonight, the game. Dolphins, Bills in Miami. I'll get it out of the way. Fine. Yes, Josh Allen, 6-0 on Thursday Night Football. Josh Allen, 10-2 against the Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa, what is he? 1-4, 1-5 against the Bills. It doesn't matter.
Who's counting?
It's over.
Who's counting?
Everybody. Who cares?
Who's keeping stats?
This is
everybody.
By far.
We are. Yeah, literally everybody.
By far, not the same teams. Buffalo Bills lost their guys. They've lost multiple key components, especially on.
Hey,
going after the Bengals now. He's out for blood.
Let's keep going. I'm not doing this.
Which I am okay with. Like I said, I could spin zone this so fast, but I'm not going to. But anyways, I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. Obviously, I'm not trying to just jump right into the side, but we are going to give our sides. And
okay, that's your stake. Over under.
Well, my stake is not. I mean, everybody knows where my stake is.
Yeah,
everybody knows what my stake is. My stake is when I'm putting it on the ground. I love the Miami Dolphins. I truly think they're going to win this game because I think they're going to be ready. The Bills are going to make the adjustments like they've been able to in the past. They lost too many guys. They've got some injuries that are going to be key. Everybody's talking about our defensive tackles. Everyone thinks that, like, if we had Christian Wilkins, the game would be a completely different game.
Oh, it probably would.
I'm not worried about that. No.
Christian Wilkins
No.
a dog.
Yeah, dog.
You lost a dog.
But one
Yeah.
defensive tackle does not change the direction of a whole game. That's a fact.
mean,
And plus, we're letting Jalen Ramsey do what he wants out there. He's floating, doing what he wants. I love the Miami Dolphins tonight. -2.5. I think they're going to go out and dominate. That's going to be my stake in the ground. That's my side in the game.
Okay.
Cooper Lycan.
You want my stake?
You have not publicly put a stake in the ground yet. We don't know what fucking side you've got.
Yeah, no.
As a friend, I'm interested to see what you have to say.
I'm typically a great friend. You know me. Good friend. Like to support those around me and the teams that they support. I like to see people happy. I called Gutsy earlier. And my biggest concern in this game was when I looked at it earlier in the week, I said Bills.
Yeah,
Bills,
of course, yeah.
Bills. Just because of what happened last weekend, Dolphins sort of had a flat showing. They still got talent.
Yeah.
They can get in behind, big play potential, solid defense. Then you look at the Bills, didn't get off to a great start. The Cardinals, like nobody really knows how good the Cardinals are.
Yeah, no.
But they sprung to life in the second half, came back. And so it just felt like the Bills have more momentum going into this game.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the line earlier in the game or earlier in the week, the Bills were the sharp side, which surprised me. Yeah. The early bettors were on the Dolphins. Some late money and late bets came in on the Bills. And I called Gutsy and I said, the Dolphins have become the sharp side.
And you've always been a sharp man.
I'm always a sharp guy.
Yeah, no.
I'm always a sharp guy. And it was +2.5. The money line was like +125 for the Bills. Like, it just completely swung towards the Dolphins.
Yeah, it did. The pendulum.
But then I went back and looked at the stats from last week. And I looked at some of the highlights. And I looked at Josh Allen on Thursday nights. And I said, there's no way Josh Allen's losing this game. There's no way Josh Allen's losing this game tonight. You're putting out Tua Tagovailoa, who throws absolutely – talk about a sitting duck. There's a show coming out yesterday. You'll get the reference.
Yeah, no,
or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Talk about a sitting duck. This guy throws sitting ducks.
Yeah, he does.
This guy stinks.
Yeah.
We watched him last week. He stinks. He stunk for years. And he's going up against Superman, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Who's diving in head first in the end zone. He's got a new cast of characters. He's dominating still.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking Bills. Give me the Bills.
That's your stake.
That's my stake.
That's the stake.
Give
in the
me
ground.
the Bills.
Wow. Stake in the ground for Mr. Like and Guts. How do we
Give
feel
me the
about
Bills.
that? How do we feel about that? Okay. Yeah, I'll take over. We had a situation happen last year, and I don't like bringing this back up. Mr. Lycan knows about it. Gutsy also knows about it. Where Gutsy goes away, big playoff game, Buffalo, blah, blah, whatever. It was a playoff game, correct?
It was the game to win the AFC East.
That's what it was. It was the game to win the AFC East, and I talked to this guy right here, and I go, it's got to be the Dolphins have no chance.
And I said, Bills.
No
And I said, I turned to Gutsy and I go, go Dolphins. I hope the Dolphins win.
Go
AFC East.
And so I secretly tried to discreetly bet the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, they cashed the Dolphins this game. Gutsy and our friendship was put through shambles for like 3 weeks.
I would argue our friendship hasn't been the same since.
No, that's not true.
This up.
That is not true because I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this right now. I'm giving it one last chance with the Miami Dolphins. I will have a Dolphins ticket in my pocket tonight. Not 2.5. I don't want it. Money line, whatever it is, I'll bet it tonight as a friend. This is, mark my words on this show, the last time. If they lose this game tonight to Josh Allen, I will never bet on the Dolphins again in a big game. It will never happen. Ever again in my entire life.
You know what a better friend would do?
Ever. Tonight,
you know what a better,
I'm in.
You know what a better friend would do? A better friend would bet the Bills and then Venmo your friend the winnings. That's a good friend.
No, that's
putting money in his pocket.
No, that's what a good friend
would do.
That's
you don't care about him at all.
But I just want to say
you're just going down with him. And one more thing about friendship. I will never, ever, 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 ever forgive you, Mr. Bixcash, for dragging me in to betting the Dolphins against the Chiefs in minus 97-degree weather.
Yeah.
The South Florida drug me into it.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah. Drug me into actually, me too, actually.
Stop it right now. What are we doing over here? Are we still trying to convince people that silence? Listen to me. Are we still trying to talk to people like the Dolphins have a shot in this game? What are we doing? We beat them down again and again and again. It's becoming embarrassing. Josh
A
Allen
surprise
owns Miami.
appearance.
He's taking his son out back. He's about to get those Adrian Peterson charges for what he's doing to his child. Do you understand me? Bend him over the knee, spank that bottom blue. He's out. Josh Allen goes to the moon.
Oh no! And he's gone. And he's gone. That was. Did you know? Did you know he was coming in, Bryce?
No idea.
That's crazy. A surprise appearance from PD.
That is awesome.
As the long-term running host of this show, I am disgusted. Not just in you two, but I'm disgusted in Bryce. And I know that this scumbag sitting over here, Mr. Wesley Huber, had something to do with this because he came creeping his little ass up the stairs. And I go, why is Wesley Huber coming up here right now? He knows this is only a 30-minute quick show.
Yeah,
why is he coming up halfway through it?
Yeah.
There's
Mr.
no
Huber's never
reason.
up here during the
I
show.
thought,
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe he wants to. And then he sits on the floor. I go, why sit on the floor? Like Huber's worth more than sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
He sits on the floor for what? For that. Because he knew
That
it was
is
coming.
crazy.
That was disgusting.
What a sneaky move
I
by
didn't see it
PD.
coming.
What a
was just-
awesome move by Peter.
No,
that was.
I put it on
I
the
did
same
not
level.
know that was coming. I did not know that was coming.
Levels of normality. That
Dude,
was
so fun.
All right, stakes are in the ground.
Anyways,
Stakes are in the ground.
Stakes are in the ground. What I was gonna say, this is the last time
I'm in
that I'm gonna
chance.
do this. I'm not gonna do this ever again because the Dolphins have folded. What do? They fold in big moments. Sometimes like the Bengals do, but we've at least gotten there. They haven't gotten anywhere. Look, I'm just saying tonight, big game. It always seems that there's something wrong with the Dolphins in big games. People are hurt. Tua's not healthy. We got backups playing. No, tonight it's in Miami, in your house, first division game of the year against Josh Allen, in your place where Tua can't be cold. You have to win this game.
Look
And if
who
you don't do
showed
it again,
up.
I'm not doing it tonight.
Look who showed up. The man who was trying to drag us to tin roof, right?
yeah,
Neutral
trying
territory.
to drag me out of my own crib.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Which I do respect the neutral ground. And finally, someone on my side. Thank you, Jimmy, a man that I love, a man that I highly respect. Honor, integrity. That's a good buddy right there. Not that you're not, Mr. Locks, but even with your play today, I won't forget you fading him in the biggest moment. And the last thing I want to bring up before we move on to the totals and then props of the game. I don't want to say that I had to drag you guys with me, but
To that
my
Kansas
life
City
was
game?
on the line.
To that
to get
Kansas
to that
City game?
I feel as if you guys as friends had no choice. If I didn't put my life on the line to get to that game, then sure, maybe you guys don't bet them. But I almost died.
No,
Me
you're
and
right.
My father.
You're right.
Trying to
And
get
part
to
of
that
me,
game.
part of me,
Well, again, we
believed-
bet it for your dad. We didn't bet it for you. We bet it for Papa Picks Cash. That's why we bet.
No, I bet it for you. But
okay.
part of me believes. I mean, you said it before. I'm a sharp guy. I like to win. More than
Again,
anything, I
Mr.
like to win.
Lycan, numbers
But
guy.
part
sharp
of me
guy.
believes something about that journey, the magic of the Dolphins going in, that they were going to win, and they laid an egg.
Yeah.
Do they have a yard of offense?
No,
come
dude.
on.
An absolute egg. A
That
horrible
I think we
playoff
had
performance.
Like a 47-yard passing touchdown. To,
DraftKings
Tyreek Hill.
literally texted me during the game, just the laughing emoji.
Listen,
Just the laughing
it's-
emoji.
it's
And
all
I
right.
was just
Listen,
like,
that's quite enough. That's quite
these
enough.
sick
It
fucks.
was disgusting. I appreciate you boys being there with me though in a situation like that. Shout out Dusty, Marina, motherfucking right. 3 passing touchdowns. That's a fact. I love that. In fact, when we talk about props, I got a prop that you're gonna love.
Yeah, let's go through props.
No,
that's where the real value
Real
is.
quick
in this game.
totals, just real quick.
Just in all seriousness, though. In all seriousness, I've said this before.
Yeah.
Primetime games.
Yep.
Never a ton of value. Never a ton of value.
Just
the books.
depends, but yeah.
The books zoom in on them. They zoom in on them, and there's never a ton of value, especially a marquee matchup, AFC East. The value is the props. So let's get into it.
We will get into it. We're literally 30 seconds, just real quick, because I do want to hear you guys total. Because
Delete that comment. Shut up, Coop. Delete that comment.
No, keep it there.
Delete that
No,
comment.
keep that comment there.
Dusty,
Keep
you're
that
playing
comment
with
there.
fire, buddy.
It's free
Dusty's
world.
been playing with fire all week. Playing
Fins
with
up.
fire all week.
Fins up, fellow Dolphins fan. I will defend him to the death now. Over under opened up at 51 points in this game. Right now it's sitting at 48.5. It rained already earlier. It's raining right now. It's supposed to rain at kickoff. Tua's got a little bit of a weird history in weather. I know this. Personally, not super worried about it. But like I said, 48.5 is the over under. Cooper, I'm going to throw it to you first.
I mean, I kind of lean the under. Lean the under.
That's really it. Lean the under. I mean,
Yeah, I think the Bills are probably going to try to establish the run. Jags, established it last week against the Dolphins. They'll probably try to do the same thing. It should be a relatively slow game with the weather.
depending
Yeah.
on how bad it is throughout the game.
Yeah,
We'll kind of figure that out.
that's
Lloyd?
it.
Primetime unders have always smacked, and Coop told me something earlier today
Oh,
that I thought was just blasphemy.
Oh.
Tyreek Hill. Does anybody else know this?
Good stat. Hey, save this for the props.
You're about to ruin a prop stat.
Well, no, because it plays into my under. But sure, that's totally fine. I actually won't say it then. That's totally fine. I lean the under, and I do think that the under will hit tonight. I'll say that. That's fine.
Okay.
And then I'll say. No, it's a great point. I'll say it for the props. I'll say it for the props.
Roll it off his opinion. You gotta wonder.
Well, I'll save it for the prop. It's a great stat. He told me earlier, and we'll say
I
it for
know
the
who you're
prop.
voting for. Not political, but I know who you're voting for.
Well, you
For
also
sure.
know who I'm. We don't
You
need to
got
talk
bullied
about that. We
You
don't
just
need to
got
talk about
bullied.
that.
You
I
just say you just got bullied off your opinion, though.
Well, I
Says
did.
a lot about your character.
Two bullies next to me. What do you want me to do? Bully
It's
number
the
one, bully
over.
number two.
It's the over.
Don't make us get a locker out here.
It's
Stuff
the
you right in
over.
that locker.
It's the over. It's the fun fact for you. Actually, I'm not even gonna say it. Over. I like the over in this game. There's gonna be a lot of points, primetime unders. I don't care. Dolphins are putting up 40 by themselves.
Yep.
Moving on to props now. The
Props.
thing that people love, that people want to talk about the most. And Coop, I'm gonna literally just throw it right to you right now. Chest pass right to you.
Yeah,
Boom, right
prop
to the
guy.
chest in a great throw.
Prop guy.
Prop guy.
Past 7 days,
Used to be known as the
king of props, and then Wes fucking let
and then
some
Wes
let some
high-
prop king onto the
Wes
platform.
essentially almost
Ruined my
Ar-
brand.
arguably-
ruined my brand.
Yeah, what Wes
Arguably
basically
stole his
let
identity.
a copycat on the platform.
So I mean, okay. Quick story for listeners. On SoBet, before we just launched this V2, I was king of props, and Wes Huber, who runs the influencer program, lets this guy come on whose name is Prop King, and this guy dominates. This guy dominates.
He's so good.
He's driven so many subscribers. He's so big now. And I just changed my name.
Yeah.
I just changed my brand. I had to hide for a little bit.
Yeah, you did. You went into hiding.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Ruined my
Guy
brand.
came in and just robbed you blind.
Ruined my
That
brand.
was insane.
But I'm back.
Right in front- but you're back.
But I'm back.
Back
But
and
I'm
better than
back.
ever. And your favorite prop or props
Past 7
tonight?
days, up 6.5 units
Oh,
on SoBet.
sure.
5+ money tickets on props.
I love that.
That's where I've been finding value. And my favorite prop of the night, and if you've talked to me in the past week, you've heard me say this over and over again. The first quarter receiving props on FanDuel are completely off. We hammered Breece Hall on Monday night, over 1.5 yards in the first quarter. He had 3 catches in the first quarter for like 30 yards. It was insane. Tonight, we go after Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman, big target. He's pretty much their only downfield target besides like Mac Hollins, and Mac Hollins is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Whoa, ex-Dolphin.
He's absolute
Jesus
garbage.
Christ,
He's
great
garbage.
afro.
Also, like, doesn't wear shoes. You know
Great
that?
He's
afro.
just saying, yeah, he's weird.
He's kind of a weird
Afro.
guy.
He's kind of one of those
but-
guys they just keep on the team because they don't know what to do with him. Like,
Yeah.
Good locker room guy.
But Keon Coleman, his stat for or his prop for the first quarter is over 3.5 yards. Last week he had 2 targets in the first quarter, 2 catches in the first quarter for 20-something yards. He's gonna get targeted more tonight. I think he could go off in this game, but you look at the first quarter, 2 drives. We need
that's
1
crazy.
catch.
Yeah.
It's -110. You can get at even money. And then the second one, I absolutely love. You want me to give out another one?
Yo, please.
And you want me to give out the stat?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drop the stat.
How many times has Tyreek Hill gone for over 70 yards against the Bills in the AFC East? The answer is once. The Bills lock him down. Sean McDermott's going to have a safety over the top. They're going to have a linebacker underneath. They're going to have him in man coverage. He's not going to do shit down the field. They lock him down. His receiving alt-unders are all plus money. Under 70.5, plus 200. Under 50, which has happened 3 times, plus 450. The value here
Is massive.
It's unmatched.
On Tyreek Hill.
I'm on the under 70.5 for half a unit sprinkle. I mean, the value for that return is there. But I could see him, catching 5-6 passes and going for 50, 60 yards, and the Bills shutting him down.
I was just live on TikTok for a little bit where a lot of people were asking me about him. And I actually tend to agree that he's not going to have a great game tonight. I don't think he's going to have some like dynamic game tonight. I think it's a Waddle game tonight. And I also
It's just tough against
Sneaky,
a
but we'll talk
defensive
about that.
mastermind like McDermott. Like, he is a defensive mastermind.
Well, he also made a 9/11 joke one time. So is he a mastermind?
As a guy that directly, my life was directly impacted by 9/11, I forgive him.
Okay.
I forgive him.
Wow.
That's big.
I forgive
Wow,
him.
That's huge.
That
Yeah, I
is
forget
big.
that.
That's
big.
huge.
That is
I
big.
forgive
Yeah.
him.
Clip
is
that.
big.
Somebody fucking clip that. That's big. Anyways.
Mr. Locks.
I like those plays. I really like the first
Yep.
quarter play. That's such a sneaky play. And I think that's going to be kind of like the
You're on it with me, right?
Yeah. I think it's going to be like the primetime kickoff touchbacks.
Did we bet that?
So I think we have to, just out of respect at this
Okay.
point. But
Bet the
like, I
touchback
think
tonight.
eventually that's going to be unbettable in 3 weeks. I know I already said that once.
Yeah.
I think the first quarter totals are going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
And I did like that comment. I wanted to read it and make sure everyone did see that. Wes is the Fidel Castro of SoBet influencers. I love that.
Very
What
interesting.
is that supposed to mean?
know
Are you
exactly
a
what that means.
communist?
Again, not getting into politics, but moving on to Lloyd Locks, your props tonight.
I have 2 props tonight. They're both touchdown scorers that I love.
Whoa.
And I was talking to Guts earlier today. Again, touchdown scorer, I'm your guy. Everybody does these prop over on it. No, I want guys getting in the end zone. That's what I want. I want to see touchdown scores. And this week, obviously last week in the Bills game, it was all Josh Allen from the goal line, running them in, scrambling, getting out loose. I think tonight is a massive James Cook night for the Bills. Last week, if you don't remember, how did the Jaguars even stay in the football game? They ran the shit out of the football. Travis Etienne, he went for over 50. Tank Bigsby went for over 75 yards on 12 carries. Give me James Cook. I do love his over 60 and a half rushing yards. So over 60 and a half rushing yards, I am going to take as well if you do want one prop. But James Cook is probably not only going to score once tonight, but at least probably twice tonight in this game at plus 800 from to score 2 touchdowns tonight. I absolutely love that call. So James Cook, anytime
what's the
Toddy,
odds on that?
it's plus 800 for 2.
Wow.
Plus 800 for 2. And we talked about it. We're getting scammed on DK, by the way. Getting scammed on DK, by the way, for that. Don't bet it on DK. Go to FanDuel. Way better line there, too, as well.
How many times has he done that in his career?
And then my second guy to get in the end zone tonight, it's a Dolphin. I asked Guts earlier. He said it's a Waddle type of night. I squinted my eyes. I was rubbing them. I was like, just kind of seeing what I saw. I was looking into the blackness. I'm like, well, who do I see back there? And I just saw him back there in the back corner.
Just slightly. Just over so
slightly. I saw somebody back there just doing this.
So slightly.
And I said, okay.
I could get
I said,
behind
that's
a
all I need to
Waddle
see.
TD.
Jalen Waddle, anytime touchdown, plus 155. And then I believe that James Cook is plus 135 or plus 140. Both those guys I love to get in the end zone tonight. So both those guys and then James Cook over 60 and a half rushing yards.
Guess how many times James Cook has scored more than 2 TDs in his career?
How many?
0.
And tonight's the night. Look at that. Would you look at how we're calling things before they have ever happened? That's what we do on the show.
No, I mean, yeah.
That's what we
Plus
do on the
800
show.
is criminal for a guy that's never done it.
I know, that is crazy.
What a great line that is. Can't wait to see if that hits or not.
Oh,
All right, Mr. Biggs Cash.
Moving on to what really matters, and that's me. Okay, because this is my night, my game, my time. And I've got one prop play that I absolutely love. Okay. And I love it even more with the rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tua Tagovailoa. Okay. And it's Tua Tagovailoa over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I've talked about this for the last hour on that live stream I was on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not kidding. The Dolphins are going to score at least 30 points tonight, minimum. And they didn't use any of the playbook last week either, by the way. I don't know what last week was. It almost felt like that not Notre Dame. Like the game when I talked about Hawaii week 1, right? Hawaii had UCLA coming into town in week 2. And that first week, they just didn't look that good. Hawaii did. They didn't use all the playbooks. That's what it felt like when I was watching that Dolphins game.
Yeah.
It felt just so weird. Like we weren't taking the Jaguars seriously almost.
Uh-huh.
And then when you think about it, what happened last year in week 18? I was at that game. I was there. We should have won that game. It was a pass off the helmet. It was a punt return. That's how we lost.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was so devastating.
Yeah, that was really
I think you
devastating.
dragged me in
That
the
was
betting on
really
Dolphins
bad.
in that too, but
We won't talk about that. So I love Tua Tagovailoa over 1.5 passing touchdowns tonight. I absolutely love it. It was minus one. It was minus 110, I think, or minus 115. We were talking about earlier. At this point, who knows where the odds are at? Okay, it could be anywhere.
Uh-huh.
With the rain, though, we're going to be getting great odds on it. I absolutely love it.
Should I look it up right now?
Yeah, look it up right now. And
dude, I mean, I'm going to say this.
probably
If the Dolphins are even going to have a chance to win this game, Tua's going to have to throw.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that this sounds it's almost me going against what I talked about earlier. But I think Devon Achane right now is sitting at 12.5 carries. Oh, I like the under. I think
Jeff Wilson.
I think the over feels like it could be like a super sharp play because like this is why I was just saying that it's kind of against what I said. If an NFL team plays a guy, it's because he's ready to go, not because we're going to give him limited snaps. You know what I mean? If you're going to give him limited snaps, just don't play him.
Yeah.
Play the other 2 guys. We are okay with what we have at our running back depth. Like Jeff Wilson can start.
It's minus 138 now. The 1.5 touchdown passes.
See, I like that. You probably get it at DK. Probably get it better.
Josh Allen's plus money.
But I
Throw
like
1.5.
I think that Achane under is also not a bad play. And I'm going to throw out this because in case people aren't able to tune into our TikTok live, which is going to happen after this, where we will be giving away one of these hats.
Cash it out.
We will be giving away one of these hats on TikTok directly after the show. So make sure you tune in on SoBet's TikTok because this show ends in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Darren Smythe. You guys ever heard of him?
I have.
Starting tight end for the Miami Dolphins. I like him tonight. Oh, or not over. Anytime touchdown. Plus 950.
Okay.
I gave out a plus 650 last week. I'm giving out a plus 950 this week. I think Darren Smythe scores a touchdown. So real quick, before we get into the squad ride lay of the day, even though we don't promote lays, we don't promote parlays.
Anytime. I have the Bills D anytime. No, you don't. Yeah. Yeah. I think Tua throws a pick 6. I put it in my back pocket. Don't tell Gutsy. Okay, well. All right. What were you saying?
Go ahead, Guts.
Secrets don't make friends. Friends make secrets. So that's his lie.
That was,
Is that the right saying?
there's no
He
way.
butchered it.
I said secrets don't make friends. Friends make secrets.
Okay.
So you said calling me and locks.
Exactly. And I'm saying we're not friends.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
saying
not,
we're
that's
not
not
friends.
friendly.
Okay,
That's
okay,
not friendly.
okay, that's
you guys
fine.
are not friends
Uh-huh.
of mine. And because if you were, I would hear the whispers as well.
Yeah.
So that's not friendly. Look at Wesley Huber over here. Just looks so cozy right now.
All right. What were you saying?
Anyways,
Oh,
before we move on to the squad ride parlay of the day, even though we don't promote parlays, and it should have cashed last week, but and fucked us, but we won't talk about that out
I
loud.
did fuck us.
You
I
did. No, you
fuck
Real
did
us.
quick,
fuck us,
real
yeah,
quick,
big time.
Lloyd.
And I don't even know why I went that route either. It was
either.
Nelson
Yeah, I know,
Aguilar.
yeah, bad route,
I just
bad
got
route.
cheeky.
You
I got
won't talk-
cheeky
you
for
did
sure.
it with,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did it with the Nelson Aguilar thing on Monday too.
Well, Justin got in my head. Justin got in my head. He planted he planted a Nelson Aguilar seed, and then I saw the odds. I was like,
that's
whoa.
okay. No worries. Don't worry.
Okay.
about it. We're bounced back today. Before we move on to the lay to end the show, Locks, real quick, side total prop. What did you give out for the show?
Dolphins money line. I lean the under. I'm not betting it. Props. I love James Cook over 60.5. And then do you want my parlay leg
Everything
or no?
you just said. No. Parlay leg after this. Everything that you said on the
Okay.
show already.
Yep, that's all I've said. And then the James Cook
What was the
anytime
anytime?
touchdown,
Yeah.
and then Jalen Waddle anytime touchdown. So
Okay.
the James Cook Jalen Waddle.
Side total prop that you already gave out, just so everyone who wasn't here knows what you
I'm
gave out.
on the Bills money line. I just like the value, just a unit. And then Keon Coleman over 3.5 first quarter receiving yards. That's my biggest play of the night. And then I also sprinkled Tyreek Hill's alt under receiving yards at 70 and 55.5.
That'll be interesting. Could be sneaky sharp. I have the Dolphins minus 2.5 for everything: the house, the kitchen, the sink, the wife, the kids. I love Durham Smythe to score a touchdown tonight, and I like Tua Tagovailoa over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Jimmy says that he likes the Dolphins team total over 23.5. Finn's money line. Oh my God, he has everything. Tyreek,
Dude,
Dolphins,
Tyreek-
everything. Tyreek over
Tyreek 100.
everything.
Can we
everything,
address something
everything.
right now? Tyreek 100 plus is the squarest play in the world.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this out loud. Jimmy's kind of a square.
Wow.
I think.
Wow.
I think. Again, as a guy that loves Jimmy, I love Jimmy. I think Jimmy's kind of a square.
Jimmy.
And this is. I mean, again, last weekend I saw some of his bets. I'm like, Jimmy doesn't really hit that much. No,
Jimmy.
We need to start a segment, the Square Mayor. Each week, the Mayor of the Square.
bro, that is so funny.
It might be me.
Jimmy-
Tyreek might go
It
for
could-
100.
no, it
and I
could
might
be.
be the Square Mayor.
Well, I will just
I might
say
be
this.
the
Tyreek goes for 152
I will say
touchdowns.
this. You are 0-2 in the squad rides.
Yeah, we know. Oh yeah.
In the
Oh, we know.
squad,
Okay.
right?
Because we're 2-2.
0-2.
Because we're 2-2.
I'm 2. My legs are 2-0. His legs are 2-0. Your legs.
But
are
also,
0-2.
don't let it be forgotten that I have placed every single squad ride bet on my phone, my money, put my ass on the line. And there's
I've
one
placed
man.
one out
There's
of
one
two.
man in this room who hasn't done
I've
that.
placed 1 out of the 2, and it should have cashed. It did.
Have
because you
placed.
won.
Have placed both. Have placed.
Now,
have placed
Transparency.
both.
Talk about
Before-
transparency.
That's good
That's
transparency.
transparent.
Before we end this show,
That's
go hop on our
transparency.
TikTok live, which we will be doing after this, and we will be giving away a cash hat. So go to SoBet's TikTok. We'll literally be live in 5 minutes. Before we get out of here, parlay. We don't promote parlays. We all know this, but if we
We like to have fun though.
like to have fun. Hey, Eric Van Houten, you go have fun doing what you were doing, okay? All of us are going to give 3 legs of the lay. I've got mine.
I'll
And
add
if
it
you
up.
want, I can start it off.
I'll add it up.
Okay, you'll add it up. I'll lead us off. Let me get on base.
Go.
Let me get on base.
Go.
Tua Tagovailoa over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That is my official leg for the parlay.
Kincaid anytime.
Kincaid anytime for Mr. Lycan.
And I
Lloyd's
think,
locks,
and I
bring us
think,
home.
I mean, we'll parallel this right now. I mean, if Tua's going to throw two of them, one of them will be to Jalen Waddle.
It might not be
touchdown
great
score,
for the
plus
sack.
155. Jalen Waddle anytime, Kincaid anytime, Tua over 1.5 touchdown passes. What is it?
It might not be great for the stack, but we'll see. Hold on. So one of them's to Waddle.
This is going to be cheeky.
One of them's to Waddle.
I mean, I could easily see this hitting. Waddle, Kincaid, and
Yeah.
Tua to throw 1.5.
Oh, yeah.
It's plus 904.
Oh, that's actually
That's
way
huge.
better
I
than
thought that was way
it
better.
would
I
be.
thought,
All right.
All right.
Whoa, profit boost.
Oh, plus 1,000
Okay, Jimmy. Yeah.
Plus 994.
right there.
Plus
That's a
994.
great point, Jimmy. That's a great point, Jimmy. That is. So, plus 994, real
Oh,
quick, the
Jimmy.
legs of the
Piece of
lay.
shit.
Mine. Tua Tagovailoa, over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Cooper's,
Kincaid anytime.
anytime touchdown.
Waddle anytime.
Lloyd's locks,
Plus
anytime
994.
touchdown. That's episode 114. We're about to go live on TikTok leading up to the football game. So make sure you guys go check out our SoBet on TikTok to come vibe with us and win this damn hat. This hat is sick. Lloyd's embarrassing. Jimmy, listen, we'll beat him up when next time you come to town.
Okay.
If you guys don't hit that follow button yet,